Chapter 5, Resurrection, Section 1, Resurrection. Resurrection means to come back to life. To come back to life implies that we have been dead. Therefore, to fathom the meaning of resurrection, we must clarify the biblical concepts of life and death. The biblical concepts of life and death. Jesus said, "Leave the dead to bury their own dead." Luke 9:60. From these words of Jesus, it is clear that the Bible contains two different concepts of life and death. First, death means the end of physical life, as was the case of the disciples' deceased father who was to be buried. Life, in that sense, means the state in which the physical self maintains its physiological functions. The second concept of life and death concerns those living people who had gathered to bury the deceased man. This death refers to leaving the bosom of God's love and falling under the dominion of Satan. The corresponding concept of life refers to the state of living in accordance with God's will within the dominion of God's infinite love. The death caused by the human fall. Which of the two refers to the death brought about by the fall of the first human ancestors? According to the principle of creation, the flesh is the clothing of the spirit. Just as one discards worn-out clothes, the flesh is to be discarded when it has grown old and weak. Only the unclothed spirit self enters the spirit world and lives there eternally. The death caused by the fall does not mean the end of physical life, but rather the descent into the evil dominion of Satan. God told Adam and Eve that on the day that they ate of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they would surely die. Genesis 2:17. Hence, before eating the fruit, they were alive, and after eating the fruit, they were dead. The meaning of resurrection. Resurrection may be defined as the process of being restored from the death caused by the fall to life, from the realm of Satan's dominion to the realm of God's direct dominion through the providence of restoration. What changes does resurrection cause in human beings? Adam and Eve died when they ate of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Nevertheless, no significant external change took place in them. At most, there were momentary changes in their countenance due to the anxiety and fear that they felt over having fallen. Likewise, no significant external changes should be expected to take place in fallen people when they are resurrected to the state prior to the fall. Jesus was truly a man who fulfilled the purpose of creation. Nevertheless, judged by his outward appearance, Jesus was not noticeably different from ordinary people. The changes a person experiences when he is resurrected and enters the governance of God take place in his heart and spirit. These internal changes also purify his body, transforming it from a haunt of Satan into a temple of God.